Hyperlinks and linking to other files outside of OneNote. I'm going to create a section here for our employees for our travel company. So employee information. I have an employee handbook or a guide that is in Word, and I'm going to insert that guide in here inside of this page so that I can hyperlink into Word. On the Insert tab of the ribbon, you'll see the Links group, and it offers up the link command. When I click, it will take me to the link dialog box. I can pick a location within OneNote if I want to pull up a link from within, or I can browse to an external source. When I click over here to Browse for File, I'll be taken to Link to File dialog box, and here's where I need to browse to find the file. Off of my desktop, I have my employee guide, and it is a Word document. I'll double click, and once I do that, I click OK, and you can see how the guide is up here in the page name. Suppose that's the wrong location. I can highlight this guide hyperlink, Control X, and I can right click and paste. So you don't have to worry about being perfect the first time when you insert any kind of information, be it content or links. When I click on Employee Guide, you might come up with a security concern dialog box, but we know that Word is safe, and so is this file. I'll select Yes, and once I'm in my guide, I can see I've got my Policies and Procedures manual. When I close, I return back to my page called Employee Information. The file name is called Employee Guide, but the content inside of Employee Guide in Word really has everything to do with Policies and Procedures manual. So I can change the name of the link so that when I'm taken to the file, it will still be called Employee Guide, but I will know what content is inside of that file. When I right click on this link, I can go to Edit Link, and the text to display, I'll call it Policies and Procedures Manual. Manual. When I click OK, you can see how my hyperlink has changed to Policies and Procedures Manual. But when I hover over it, the screen tip is going to tell me the path and the name of the file, which is called Employee Guide, and that's okay. So you can insert any link inside of any page, inside of any section in your notebook by just simply going to Insert and choose Link, and then from within decide what address you want to pull up that file from if it's an external source, including if you want to go to a certain web page to browse. You can immediately, right from the get-go, type in the text to display instead of editing the link afterwards. Or you can pick a location inside of OneNote and pull up any notebook within Notebook to become a link. This time I'm going to attach a file, and within the page that I'm currently in, you'll see an attached file icon. When I click on a certain portion of this page, and even though it's not named yet, you'll see that I've got a container ready for me to go to Insert, Files Group, Attach File. I can attach any file here. When I, let's say, choose the Employee Guide again, you'll see how the Employee Guide icon comes up, and it's an attachment. I can double click on the Employee Guide, and it comes up with a warning, as always, warning me that it could harm my computer if I don't know who the source is. But I trust it. I click OK. Word starts, and now I'm in the Employee Guide. Back to our hyperlinks so you can see the difference between the two. I'll go to my OGC Travels notebook and find Employee Information. And when I point with my mouse, that hyperlink symbol comes up. It's that full hand with the index finger pointing. It will also give me the path where this file is located. Back at my work meetings, my work notebook and my meeting section, my employee guide here takes on a different look, and when I want to open it, I just simply double click and that guide opens. But see how I'm hovering over that guide? It still gives me the path where this file is located. Both will get you to that file, but they behave just a little bit differently between the link and the attached file. I'm going to undo so I don't have that guide here. And I'm going to show you what happens when this time we choose to file printout this file called employee guide. And actually I'm going to use another file, not employee guide, but meeting notes that I have set up. So I'll click on File, Printout. It says Choose Document to Insert. I've got some meeting notes, and when I double click on it, it says please wait while OneNote inserts a printout of the file. And now I've got my meeting notes here, and now that I can see the date that the notes were taken. And by the way, folks, I know there's no notes in here, but I just quickly set up a meeting agenda, and you can imagine there's some notes here for October 31st. So now I can type in October 31st, 2010, and now I've got a meeting here. It's nested inside my notes for that meeting date. You can see the path. It tells me where that file came from, and if I'd rather, I can double click and go into the meeting notes itself and get right into Excel. So to quickly review, when you go to the Insert tab on the ribbon and you work with links or files, you can capture information from an external source, whether you embed it as a file printout or you link to it using an actual link through a hyperlink, or attach the file and then you'll have to double click to go into that file in order to view it.